have a Harry Potter theme for the day. So all of you are going to be divided into teams of 4. Based off of the 4 houses and the boats and the moons and everything. So the only rule is if you win HOH, you can't nominate anyone from your team. What? So yeah, and that'll last for a good bit of the game until the teams break up.
This cat is like
and as far as our one extra person, our middle player has been decided to be Olivia. So you are safe for the first round.
Oh, nice.
Definitely round 2. And whoever is out first, you'll take their spot on the team. Okay. So that's how that's gonna work. So throughout the day, you'll be able to earn different poker chips. You can earn a chip for winning HOH, or from surviving the block, or from different things that happen in challenges. So once you get 3 points, you can go to Thomas, and you can randomly select one of the little slips from the books, and each one of them has a twist or a power that you can use to your advantage. But the catch, there are 3 punishments in there.
No.
So,
all the points I get are going to be on.
So, those 3 punishments will probably keep the people who are comfortable away from the store, and the underdogs will be getting all the good stuff. So,
My name's Ashton.
To them.
My name's Ashton.
There you go.
My name's Cecile.
Hi, I'm Celeste.
I'm Sarah.
Ian.
I'm Taylor.
I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm ready.
Do you have any sort of strategy or any alliances going into it? You can tell the camera anything.
I'm not really sure. My alliances right now are kind of just being nice to people, but at the end of the day, I'm keeping an eye on everyone because no one is really your friend.
Hi, Victoria.
I'm Sadie. Hey. I'm Olivia.
Greg.
I'm very excited. I'm slightly terrified at the same time. This is gonna be more of like impressing myself more than anybody else. But you know, I'm just kind of like going with it.
I'm just kind of winging it.
If you had to pick a person right now to get out for Olivia to replace, who would you pick?
Olivia.
Well, she's not playing right now, so that's...
Well, I hate Olivia, so.
Okay.
I don't want to work with Greg.
Because?
Greg.
Okay.
Because he's like taking this approach to it. He's like, hi, I'm Greg. Like, I'm too cool to like know anyone. And I don't feel like he's like trustworthy. And then there's this kid in like purple shirt that keeps on trying to like talk up everyone. And I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing. So,
Ooh.
I know. I got my eyes out.
Tim.
Is there anyone special you want to work with in the game?
I don't know. Like, I know Tim for sure. Like, his mind, the way it works, he's a good strategist. But at the same time, I think he might stab me in the back. So I'm just gonna keep up.
All right. Thanks, Taylor.
Seth.
Walter.
I feel like I played really smart last time during Halloween, and I'm thinking about just using the same tactics, I guess. Just I was really nice to everyone, just friends with everyone, and I like that. Just that's who I am as a person. But I played it smart at the same time. I knew who was with me and who was against me.
How's this team feeling? First
Like
round.
we're gonna win. I have a shirt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense,
That's
guys.
why I'm here to win. I'm here to win.
She's our team captain.
Whoa.
Congratulations.
I came prepared.
This is Hufflepuff.
How we feeling?
We're huffing and puffing everything.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty puffly.
We're huffling.
Yeah, we are.
More like Slither win. Am I right?
I like that. And it's a win.
That's it. That should be our team chant.
Should we shout 3 points for Gryffindor every time we win? 3 points for Gryffindor.
Yes, I like it. I like it.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. So I'm Grayson, and this is my first Big Brother. We gotta look at politicians in history. You got Nixon. Nixon's my biggest inspiration right now. I mean, every politician in history. You gotta play a little bit shady to get what you want. And I think that's the secret. So you gotta just barely go enough without crossing over. I think that's what the goal's gonna be here. To just like slightly blur the lines.
Oh my god, I Can't say I'm not surprised. I really can.
Victoria put up a good fight.
When we all back for this.
Honestly, I think Victoria, on the other hand, she definitely needs to become my ally. Only because she has a lot of heart. The rest of them seem very weak to me.
We are official Hufflepuff Gryffindor Alliance people. So Hufflepuff and Gryffindor.
Alright.
Is this confirmed?
He calls the shots.
We're gonna wait on it. You see, we're an alliance, but they don't know it
Don't
yet.
say it too loud. It's serious.
You know, we gotta run this thing like Richard Nixon would.
Okay, wait. Did they declare an HOH?
Yeah.
Joel is killing me.
I'm the official Gryffindor representative. I think we should have a joint unity between our teams.
I think Hufflepuff would be interested in that.
You know,
We would, yeah.
right now, I think it would be good. I think it would be good. I really hope you're out there with them dodgeballs.
We will, as long as you don't let Ravenclaw know.
Good. Deal.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Who wants
Wait,
to
what?
do that?
Head of house? I'll be head of house. That's fine.
So you're HOH?
Okay, announce who's HOH. Who's HOH?
I'm going to be HOH. Sarah of Hufflepuff.
It's our first HOH.
You're safe though, because we have an alliance that you came to me after dodgeball and you talked with me about that, so you're safe. But I'm not sure about your whole household.
My whole household? Who specifically?
I don't even know who's in your household, so tell me the people in your household. That's fine, you just decide.
I don't remember all of their names, but Ashton and me, or basically the team captains.
Okay, cool.
So I would definitely...
Keep you and Ashton?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you.
I don't think that's necessarily too much of a bad thing that we just lost that and we won't have the HOH because we got to like the last part of the challenge. So we made, all of us looked like valuable players, and they're gonna be like, they already are. Being the first HOH is sort of a disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're going to have some people doing the money.
Yeah. Especially if they're not smart about it.
That was my plan when I lost right there.
So Cecile came, did she come talk to you?
Yes, she did.
She did? Me and her are on the same, or we're on Ravenclaw together, but I just wanted to talk to you, like, again, for my own, like, not my own purposes, but for my own protection, per se. I just want to let you know that, like, I can tell you're going to be a good player because you're very social, and I pick that up really easily, and you can usually tell the first round, like, what players are going to be the good ones at Big Brother, and I really think you are.
Okay.
And I don't like to say that. I don't like to consider myself like, oh, a good player, but I think like the tools I have as a player, like if we could work together,
okay.
we could be really like it could be a good alliance.
Right.
Exactly. Do you have any ideas who you want to put up?
I do, but I don't feel comfortable talking about them.
Okay.
With the players.
All right. Well, I would just recommend not making any big moves. I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
If you would nominate someone, who would you nominate?
Well, I can't really think of any like specific names, but I would just go for people who have been low key. This Sarah girl, I think she's a threat. I talked to her and she didn't sound like a human being as HOH. Like she seemed like I was interviewing for a job, trying to talk to her about making an alliance, working together. I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm going to keep a really strong eye on her. Another person I'm going to keep a very strong eye on is Walter, because Walter is already starting to think that he's the head of our house, like of Ravenclaw. He's already assuming a leadership role, when in fact I think that me and Cecile are just as strong.
Hi there. Hi. So, Ian and I were put in separate houses, unfortunately.
So sad.
But I think with the combined efforts of our teams, we can really pull through. Sarah was nominated as HOH just now. Ian, did you talk to her?
I did a little bit. You know, since you can't take off people in the same house, me and Sarah are both in a Hufflepuff, so she couldn't take me off because if you're HOH, you can't take off people in the same house. So I'm good.
Yeah. I also talked to her, and she told me that she was considering putting me with someone else that she wasn't really that didn't really talk to anyone. So, but I told her that I wasn't okay with that. So she was very nice. She was being honest with me. She told me she wasn't gonna put me up, and so now, and I think we're on good terms.
Final four.
Okay, well, you can't go too strong with competitions. Okay? I mean, like, y'all establish yourself? No, it's great.
No, really.
No, but don't, like...
We forgive you for voting, for getting us out. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, but we need a diversion. So, like, that was good.
Yeah.
But, okay, whatever.
Okay, sure, whatever. I don't know. I just want to go far with y'all. I think y'all would be, I think we would be, like, a pretty solid group.
I was wondering if you wanted to do it with me and join other people, or if you would like to do Team Alliance.
I think it'd be better if it was just, single.
Okay, cool. Do you want anyone else in the Alliance?
Sophie and Baxter asked me if she wanted to start like an alliance with me.
Right.
And I said yes, and she said anyone else, and I said Sophie and Baxter, and then she said Taylor. So
that would be perfect.
We'll be like together until later on, whenever we can weed them out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah.
You're safe.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. That's great news. I'm feeling pretty good right now because me and Cecile and Baxter came in. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Came in with like kind of a deal like that we were gonna stick to each other because me and Baxter are dating, but I don't want that many people to know so that we're not a target. But so Cecile went to go talk to Sarah, and now we have Sarah included. Seth, Baxter, and Ian were talking on the basketball court just now, and Seth tried to establish like a Final Four thing with them three, so that means I'm good with them. So I feel like I'm in the middle somewhere.
You don't have to fear me if you think I'm athletic. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Okay, if Joel sends anything to you, like, I just want to let you know Gryffindor is not going to come, like, you're on Hufflepuff? Okay. Joel is, like, all talk, no
You're
walk.
in Gryffindor?
Yes.
Okay.
Joel is just... I would ignore him.
Okay.
I would.
She came in, she was like, so, Joel may talk a big talk, but, like, he really doesn't like me. Like, don't just ignore him. And I was like, no, like, he's a good player. Like, I'm not gonna be stupid. So I think she's trying to undercut her and his abilities on purpose. So that means I need to rally troops against her. I may have to put you up, but I already have some things in the works with another house to get the other person eliminated. So, like, if you're put up at all, which I hope you're not, I'm trying to find someone else to fill that gap. But if you are, you're going to just be a pawn because I don't want you off. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. That means a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck in the game. I'm wet, but yeah, good luck.
Slytherin.
I'm Slytherin.
You got eliminated first, right?
Yes.
So we really don't know what kind of competition you bring. So
yeah,
like, I could see some future alliances there.
So we're kind of like the underestimated team. Just kind of got eliminated based on stereotypes of houses.
But by how wet her shirt is and how wet my shirt is, I can tell we're gonna get along.
Yes, yes.
It's gonna work well.
I like you.
I think me and Paige are possibly going to form an alliance, so that's good. We seem to get along really well and have the same goals in the game. And she kind of filled me in on Sarah, the HOH, this week, and how she's kind of like an aggressive person, and she may try to get out the more aggressive players like Victoria, because Victoria was killing in dodgeball.
I have a couple people in mind who I want to make like strong alliances with. You're definitely one of them.
Oh, cool.
And the thing is, people don't really know that like me and you know each other beforehand, and I trust you.
I do.
But
I feel like Celeste hasn't really done.
I was thinking about Celeste, but she did talk with me a little. But I also like, I'm not necessarily like she didn't like.
She
put
wasn't
out
like a
that
strong
much effort.
player,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was
You
thinking
know,
of
like I
her-
like her. She's really
I was
nice.
thinking of her and the other person who I was thinking of was Ashton. And
Yes,
she
I
mentioned
forgot,
your name, and she said like he like said he was scared of me. So like I don't want you to think that. And I was like, okay, but like you're athletic.
No,
Like,
yeah, no,
that's
and I'm
stupid.
not like, scared of her. Like,
No, I'm saying that because
Yeah.
I want to vote her off.
No,
So I need support to get her. I made an alliance between our house and Slytherin because all of their players are pretty solid, but they're like medium, just like us. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to make a big deal out of it. Also, Joel tried to make a Gryffindor alliance with me outside, but it was very like, hey, like we have nothing against you, and I was like, yeah, like I have nothing against you either. So that's not really solid. So what are y'all opinions on people to eliminate? Because I was thinking Celeste and Ashton.
Okay, I don't really have an opinion on Ashton, but I do like Celeste.
Celeste is going to be used as a pawn. I already told her she was going to be on the chopping block as a pawn, and she said she's fine with it.
Okay.
But I need y'all to help me get Ashton.
I'm good with that.
I really like being on Hufflepuff, you know, I think we came out really strong, but I kind of disagree with that strategy. And I gotta say, Sarah is sort of the ringleader behind it. Like, she's a really cool person and everything, but she comes off like so aggressive. And every time I'm like, hey, I think we should like lay back, like be the middleman for a while, she's just like, no, we're gonna win this. And I'm like, hey, you know what? If you go down, I'm not going down with you, sister.
Hi guys, y'all know me. My name's Sarah, the first head of house. The first round was really, really fun, but there were a few people who I decided were threatening. And so these are the people I nominated. It's Ashton and Celeste. So I'm so sorry, you guys. Really, it's nothing personal at all, even though they say it's personal. It's nothing against you. But I'm just nominating people who I think would be smarter later on in the game that I don't have to worry about.
She put up some threats, which she thought were threats. She put up Celeste and Ashton. So,
I really don't think Ashton's gonna go home though.
yeah, I agree, because a lot of people like Ashton, and she's a good competitor, and she's gonna prove herself, and she's not like trying to be a threat or anything.
Yeah. So Tayland and Baxter had the same amount of letters, but Baxter locked in first, so Baxter is the winner.
Well, you know, I'm a little mad right now, but you know, you can't let it show. I'm just gonna Hufflepuffs, whip my hair and keep going.
Would y'all not know it?
Huh?
Like that's just a suggestion, like not use it.
I don't want
really good people.
I really don't want Celeste to go this round, but I also don't think she's going to be voted off because I have like 2 houses against Ashton. So as long as y'all are voting for Ashton, I think you should not use your veto.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
She wants Ashton to go, but I want Ashton to stay.
Can we get a camera over here?
So said she wants to not use the veto, but she wants to keep Celeste in. Why the fuck does she want to keep Celeste in?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. You just live
Okay, tell her. Go ahead.
Hey, Sarah.
Just
Okay, so Celeste did well in Survivor in the past, and she's like really good at like getting her way in. So we think she's more of a threat than Ashton.
I think that, but I think that Ashton is very, like, she's going to go after singular people, and if that happens, she's going to go down the line of people, and I'm one of the top ones, so I don't want to be eliminated.
That's true, because she's good at winning competition.
And if we keep Celeste this round, she's not going to see any of us as a threat, and whenever the time comes, we can eliminate her like that, because we all know she's an underlying threat. So I think it'd be better to eliminate her next. Because I told her I was putting her on the chopping block, and she said that's fine as long as you tell me. And I said you're safe, you're a pawn.
In our house, I feel like you are the strongest player, just because like you've played before, but you're also very low key about it, and I can tell like you're smart. Walter is being a little too bold.
Walter being Walter.
I'm putting most of my faith in you because I feel like I've also noticed like the people you've been talking to, and like if me and you would work together, we would have like a broader range of people we have influence over.
I
like
agree,
for example,
you have like people I don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Yeah. So I just want to see if like
No, definitely.
you're on the same page with that,
Definitely.
because yeah. And did you talk to Sarah?
Yes, I did.
She's tried way too hard to look way too smart. If that you felt that too?
Yes, definitely.
She's
And
gonna
I
do
think
some.
Had kind of a bad decision putting Ashton up there and Celeste, because Ashton would be a really good player to have, and she's trying to get her off because she and Celeste like have some promise with each other, and she's like she's saying she's gonna use Celeste later on as a pawn. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What the frick? God, I can't not curse.
Well, how can you guarantee you're using somebody as a pawn in the first round? It's basically a toss-up as to who gets out.
But she's convinced everyone to vote Ashton off, and I think that's an awful decision because Celeste won Survivor.
Yeah.
She's a huge threat. Like, that is impressive. I played Survivor once and I cried and
Yeah.
left. Like, I cannot Survivor.
It's time for the power of veto ceremony. Baxter, as the winner of the power of veto, you have the power to veto one of the nominees. What's your decision, Ryan?
I'm not going to use it.
Okay, the veto has not been used, so Ashton and Celeste are our final nominees.
It's really big bang for you guys. I'm just gonna go to Ashton. I think. I don't know.
I think that's what I'm gonna end up having to do, just because
I've talked to like 5 or 6 other people, and like, unanimous so far, like they're all
And probably most of the people are thinking the same thing too, just because she's so athletic and she's just kind of good. She's good at what she does.
She hasn't like put herself out there. So people either read that as like she's like not into the game, or she's like not trustworthy because no one gets like a vibe from her. Yeah.
So, I think we need to simultaneously not have a truce, but mutual.
Have like an unsaid bonds.
We are the targets because we're bigger than everyone else.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was going up on the block last time.
Me too. We're probably gonna be able to block this time,
Yeah.
both of us. So we need to think
alike.
With this little, we gotta use our half minds to make one.
And that's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. What are we gonna do?
There's nothing we can do at this point. I mean, if we're up on there, we have to win the veto. And if
we need to go for Sarah.
Huh?
We need to go for Sarah.
Why?
The Hufflepuff one.
She's standing right over there.
I don't care.
Okay, who do you vote to evict?
I vote to evict Ashton.
Sadly, I vote to evict Ashton.
Who do you vote to evict?
I'm evicting Celeste.
Okay. Paige, who do you vote to evict?
Ashton.
It's nothing personal. But yes, it is personal. Celeste, sorry, not sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and evict Ashton.
Okay.
Ashton.
So Ian, who do you vote to evict?
Ashton.
Ashton, okay. Seth, who do you vote to evict?
I vote to evict Ashton. Celeste is on my team.
Not Ashton. The other one.
Okay.
So Celeste.
Do you some paper? Fill it out. You can
I vote Celeste.
get a pen from somebody. Get it to Adele and do that.
Ashton.
I know Celeste. What's the other girl's name?
Ashton.
Yeah, her.
By a vote of 10 to 4, Ashton, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
I'm sorry for
Correct. Cecile is the new HOA.
You just got put in the game.
Yep.
What team are you on?
I am in Gryffindor.
What team do you feel like you should be on? Why?
It's okay though. Well, I mean, like, I'm a Slytherin, but it's not gonna show in today's game.
Is there?
I want to pick Celeste, but she's been on the block already.
Yeah, I know, I don't...
And it's too obvious that I really just don't want her in the game. I don't know why. She just kind of annoys me.
Yeah, she got all salty whenever she got out of the... Whenever you took her out of the...
So she probably thinks that I'm going to put her up.
You already took her out. I wouldn't put her up again because she'll just be mad and then...
Yeah, and then form someone else.
Yeah, and then
dedicated
try
to ruining my life.
Yeah. So we should just backdoor her another time.
Okay.
I haven't really talked to, like... Is his name Greg?
Oh, that's true.
I think that's a good one.
Greg. And who else? Because I kind of like everyone else.
I talked to Paige, and she was nice, but she's
I like
pretty
Paige.
quiet.
I want to
wouldn't
do
put
quiet
her-
people up there because then that's too obvious.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever. I want to look like I have a plan.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Okay.
Greg
so-
because he's quiet, and then someone else who kind of be like not a big deal, but like sort of a deal.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people.
You have Joel. He needs to go. I'd rather Joel go.
He's kind of a threat.
Yeah, because he's like super loud and doesn't take it seriously.
Right. I think Greg and Joel is good because I don't think we'll get Greg out.
No, I think we want to get
And
Joel
people
out.
are gonna second guess Joel.
And maybe this will make Greg start playing his game better because
Yeah.
he'll be put on the block. So
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't know if you have anything with Joel, but Joel has a target out for me right now.
I'll
Just
go for
because.
Joel anyway. I'll
Okay,
go for
awesome.
Greg.
Because I eliminated his best player. So if you're cool with putting Joel up, I will vote against him, and I will get all of Hufflepuff too as well because they're very like None of them really know what to do, so they're really taking my cues. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. I was planning on putting them up anyway.
Sounds good. Awesome. Are you planning to put me up at all?
No, I'm putting up Greg and Joel.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome, girl.
He really doesn't like me. And I have a target on my back because I eliminated one of the better people on his team, and now he has Olivia, and she's kind of like a loose cannon. So,
but Olivia can be easily persuaded.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about her at all, but I'm really worried about Joel.
I think Joel should be one of them. That's for sure.
Really?
Oh gosh, yes. That dude's
Really?
like, he's not contributing anything.
Okay.
Like, he's not doing anything in the game, and it's such a low risk move for Cecile. Like, it won't draw any attention.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
Because like, I guarantee if he's put on the block, everyone will vote him out. Because
Alright.
unless like maybe his friends won't. But
Then again, I'm in the same situation. I haven't done much yet.
no, but he's being annoying about it. Like, he is blatantly not doing
Joel is
anything.
like giving people.
Yeah, pretty
He's
much.
giving people reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you're cool. We've been talking. You are awesome, and I trust you. And I'm gonna trust you with something that I'm giving a lot of pride to, and that is my magic wand.
Okay, and were you giving
This
it?
is an actual certified Gryffindor magic wand.
Oh gosh.
Be careful with it. Don't abuse your power.
I won't.
Just keep that in mind. I'm giving, like, that's my way of making some sort of alliance with you.
Yes, definitely.
So,
You're
we're
good.
chill?
Yes,
We're
we're
chill?
good.
Take it easy.
You too, dude.
So who are you thinking?
I'm putting up Greg and Joel, and then let Joel get out.
Okay.
And if
Okay, that's
Thank
perfect,
you.
yeah.
Thank,
Yes.
the same exact
And
thing.
if one of them get veto, I'm gonna backdoor Celeste.
Oh my gosh.
You are an actual queen. I think we're done here. We're done.
Yeah.
So I just avoided getting cut. I got put on the chopping block, but I had talked to Sarah and she said that she was just going to put me on the chopping block as a pawn. I had wanted to come in and talk about that before, but I couldn't figure out how to work the camera because it was off. But yeah, I figured that out now, and I got, I slid through that pretty well. I slithered through that. Yeah, I slithered through that competition.
It's time for the nomination ceremony. Cecile, you want to HOH and you can nominate 2 players for eviction. Who are your choices?
I nominate Joel and Greg.
Joel and Greg have been nominated for eviction. Tim wins the power of veto.
Tim's obviously using it on Greg. Yeah. But sometimes Taylor will hide certain things in the challenges. And I was lucky that I got to go first, cause I know that he hides things in the challenges. So just keep that in mind.
It's pretty awesome.
This is the veto ceremony. Joel and Greg have been nominated for eviction. Tim, as the power of veto winner, you have the option to save one of the nominees from eviction. What is your decision?
I choose Greg.
Yeah. Greg, you have been saved from the block.
But Joel, you are looking good.
Really? As Joel sits casually in the nomination chair.
There's Joel.
As HOH, you have to name your pick for nomination.
I choose
Celeste, you have been nominated for eviction. Celeste and Joel, you are the final nominees.
Cecile just kind of put you there just because who else was she going to put? And, okay, and Joel knows is going out. He's fine with it. However, after this round, you'll have 2 coins, I believe.
Yes.
So, if you want to hit me up.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have another one,
Do you
so-
have a coin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll think about
So,
it. Yeah.
alright.
But just make sure that people vote Joel. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
no,
they're
yeah,
probably gonna vote
obviously.
Joel. I guess I'm just like a likable person, and people will vote me out, and that's why I'm a good pawn.
Yeah, no, I think, and I think eventually, Cecile will realize that putting you up on the block like several times will probably come back to bite her in the butt. So.
Yeah. Okay, so even though Celeste said that she wasn't a threat, she won it.
I have a question.
She won.
I'm not trying to interrupt y'all.
No, like anyone can walk up
Okay,
right
cool.
now. Y'all can walk up
We're
too.
trying to vote off Joel, right?
What?
Are we trying to vote off
Yeah.
Celeste?
Well,
Celeste's
if we
a very
don't get
threatening.
Celeste on, she's been on the block twice now, and she's already a threat. Remember, we talked about trying to get her off later,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we all know.
Yeah, that's
if she
fine.
wants
Do y'all
to
think
fight
Joel's the type of person that
I think
come
Joel's gonna act
after
like
anyone,
he's giving
or-
up, and I'm afraid he's gonna try to like.
I don't think Joel would.
Okay,
I
good.
don't
So
see
like,
Joel
I
as, like,
feel
a
like he's
person
giving.
who's
I
gonna
think
do
that
much.
Celeste will
Like,
manipulate more people to be on the
Yeah.
block.
Okay, sounds good.
her out, and then also next round we can vote whoever's up can vote Joel up. If y'all want him out, because like I really don't
Almost
care.
everyone's in an alliance, so I really feel like we can get.
We're all like,
Someone just told me that we're getting Celeste off. So I feel bad because I want Celeste still in, but I know she's a threat. So I think honestly, Joel just kind of defeated himself, and if he would like pick himself back up, I think he could really be in this game, but that's up to him, and we're gonna have to see how it goes. But this is an awesome game, and I'm really excited, and it's awesome.
You can walk up like it's not a personal.
Right.
So they're saying to vote Celeste out because she's been on the block twice, and she's more likely to say it was your words. What? You felt she's what?
She's
She's been on the block twice, and what?
They just put Celeste on the chopping block, and we had an alliance going, man. And I feel, see, everyone thinks we should eliminate Celeste now because they think there'll be opportunities to get Joel off later. But I personally disagree because Joel's an aggressive competitor, and I'm a Hufflepuff, and so that means we already have bad blood because Sarah's a Hufflepuff, and they're like arch enemies. So don't know how this is gonna play out.
We can get Joel off any other point of the game. Like, wait, what? We can get Joel.
Yeah,
any other point of the game.
No, yeah.
Right now, after us.
We can literally get
Like, I understand that she's
Joel out at any other part of the game.
She won. Like, we want to get her out because she's a threat.
Okay, hold. Let me talk.
Yeah,
Joel's not a threat. We can get everybody.
Yeah.
Joel, I feel like if he's not eliminated soon, he's like he hasn't really started making personal ties. I don't feel, but like if he's not eliminated soon, like he.
But that's the thing, Celeste already had, so that's why
Celeste
she
is
needs
under
to be
the
almost.
table though. Like,
I feel like
Celeste is low-key shady.
She's been on the block twice. She's saying
Am I allowed to be in this?
Yeah, she's saying we should vote Joel out.
She thinks he's a bigger threat than.
No, not at all.
What
But,
team
like,
are you
I
on?
think so. Gryffindor.
Okay, but he's on my team.
Yeah,
The thing is that
he's on my team.
Either way,
Hey, Baxter. Either way, like it doesn't matter who gets out, but I would really prefer being. Celeste because
We're conspiring against you.
she's gonna have my head on a plate. Joel, I can get out next round. Like that's
By a vote of 11 to 2,
Oh wow.
Joel, you are safe. Celeste, you have been evicted from the big house.
From like 11 to 2, like that's a really big margin versus Heels. So I'm really glad that we can control it that much, but I just don't want people to realize that I'm doing a lot of the orchestrating, and I want to be more like in the house, like the head of household or like win POV or something to show that I'm a good physical competitor. I want to do more orchestrating under the table because that's just more my style.
The next round was a double eviction round. There would be 2 HOHs, and each would nominate 2 players for eviction. At the eviction ceremony, 1 person from each set of nominees would be evicted. No! Ian is our first HOH.
In between us, we have 3. We can buy something. Yeah, but I mean, there's no telling if it's good or bad. But if it's good. But it could only be for 1 person. That's the thing. We gotta go for Hufflepuff. They're too strong. Yeah, they are. We gotta take out Sarah. That's their strength. If we take her out, then they're all weak links. Yeah.
The deal is done. Pick your prize.
Which one are you on now?
8.
Sit out 3 challenges.
Alright, so both of you have to sit out 3 challenges.
Okay,
The
so
next 3.
So that's a bad one?
Yes, that's a punishment.
Joel for sure.
We were saying victorious.
Yeah,
She is. Yeah, that's fair. Because she's really competitive. Yeah.
I don't know. Is she in your house?
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. We had to nominate 4 people, so I mean, the odds of me not having anyone in my house getting that's fine. So Joel, Victoria. Let's make it 1 person from every house.
Okay.
So that way, let's make it 1 person from every house. I know that Slytherin already lost one, but that way there's just no like conflict with like we're going after one house.
But that would mean it would be either Greg or Taylor, and that would mean Taylor, basically.
You would rather Taylor than Greg?
I would rather Taylor.
Would you be okay with putting her?
However, I mean, she doesn't have to get out, obviously, because I want Taylor. Like, I love Taylor, you know, one in the game. So
We decided to put up 1 person from each house.
So I'm putting up Joel and Grayson. Ian's putting up Victoria and Talon. It was either between Talon or Greg. I tried to.
Wait, who's from my
Talon?
house? Is anyone from Hufflepuff? I didn't hear any of their names.
Joel, Grayson, and Talon, and Joel.
Joel's not in Hufflepuff. Joel's a Gryffindor.
Grayson?
Yeah.
Is Grayson in his house?
No.
Oh, maybe I put
Who's
two
your house?
Gryffindor on
Hufflepuff
accident.
is,
What you gonna do?
I think you should vote for Joel.
Yeah,
I think that it's about time.
That's what I'm gonna push for him to get out soon. Like that's.
I was just worried about Celeste. That's why I voted
Mhm.
her out last time. But I think Joel needs to be voted out as well too.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I can't really go against them. I'm gonna put up you and Joel. And like I don't want to, like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't want to put you up. I really don't want that at all. But it's I have to go with the majority. And so that's why, like, I think Joel's gonna get out. So that's why, like, I'm so glad you're paired up with Joel in this instance, because I don't think he would get out. But I just want you to, like, know that for future reference, like, I can't go against Walter and Cecile at this point, because then if I would, they would turn against me.
I can't play in the next 3 challenges. That affects anything.
Oh, you bought something?
Yeah, I got a punishment.
Dang.
Yeah, so
that sucks.
Yeah, it's a. Out of the 14, I got one of the bad ones.
Jeez. Well, that means
I can't play in the veto or anything like that.
There's only 2 punishment tokens left. So,
so I took one of the hits.
Yeah.
Like, I can get in that one.
No, we're winning Joel.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. It's just I don't want to, because like with double elimination, you really got to be selective with who you put up.
Yeah.
Because you also got to consider vetoes. So potentially there's 6 people that we would have to nominate collectively, and there's 14 people playing. So we have to, like, almost the majority of the players we have to
be ready to put up.
Exactly. So that's why putting up the easy people first.
The deal is done. People.
You had no reason in coming up.
Actually, I did, because I just got a special power, which was take away 3 votes, last until the final 5.
Wait. Let me see. So
I can use that anytime until the final 5.
I nominate Joel and Paige.
Joel and Paige.
Were they like convenient? Was that a coincidence?
That's why we don't sit in the chairs. I nominated Victoria and Talon.
Victoria and Talon.
I get to sit in the chair.
Somebody put on some mood music.
Alright, so Stephanie wins.
Damn, man. I don't need to do shapes, dude. I just like the frick.
What was the shape of the first object? Cecile wins. It was a square.
It was a square. What do you think it was, Miss?
Alright.
Just an update on me. God, it smells awful in here. Someone had a field day. Okay. So, my core alliance. Let's go closer because I don't want anyone here. My core alliance is with my team, Ravenclaw, and it's Cecile, Tim, Victoria, and I. Victoria's on the block, but we're all voting Taylor now because she said she had to leave.
I won the veto, which is awesome. I kind of hope that people don't think I'm like a threat, because like I won the HOH and then I won the veto, but whatever. I'm not gonna use it because I kind of like the people that are on the block. I think there's a bunch of people who just kind of are floating right now, and like in a game like this, you don't really want floaters. Like they're good for like the first round, but if at this point in the game you're still not seeing how serious it is, and I think that's kind of a problem.
Who's on your block?
Victoria and Talon.
I'd take off Talon, put up Grayson, use Grayson as a pawn.
No, tell him he's a pawn now.
Okay. Tell him he's a pawn.
Because nobody's gonna send him.
Tell him that he's not getting out because he won't.
And we have majority vote. Like I can totally convince people.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm taking Talon off the block because Ian put up Victoria and Talon, and I want Victoria out because she is competitive. We all said that she was the most competitive player, so we're gonna take her out. That's the plan, and we think we're gonna put up a pawn, and we think it might be Grayson. So Ian's gonna confront Grayson and say, "You're a pawn. You're not going home." So I hope that can work out. So yeah.
Victoria, we're on the double eviction right now, and Victoria is up with Tayland, and Tayland and I are in a really big alliance. Actually, it's going to be including Sophie in a little while. Me and Sophie just talked about it, and we think we could make it to the top 5 at least, if not the top 3. We love Tayland, and we don't want her to go. Yeah, we don't want her to go. The problem is she and Victoria are going to be on the chopping block, and we don't really want Victoria to leave, but we also would rather Tayland stay over her. She won the veto. She won the veto challenge, and so she's going to use her veto to save Tayland.
Okay.
That means we have to put someone up in their place.
We are thinking.
We think you're the most liked.
We're thinking of using you as a pawn. Would you be
Because of the fact that you're most liked, we know for a fact that you won't be voted off.
Nobody's gonna vote you off.
And we will double check with everyone and tell them do not vote for him at all, but we already know they won't. Is that okay with you? Because we don't want you to like think we're singling you.
No, go for it.
Okay,
go for it. I'm a good speaker.
Taylor, Victoria, Paige, and Joel, you have all been nominated for eviction, but you do have a chance to be saved by the power veto holders. First, who won with the Taylor Victoria set? Sophie, you have won the power veto. It is your decision whether or not you want to save one of the nominees.
Okay. I have chosen to use my veto on Taylor.
Taylor, you have been saved from the block, and you get a coin.
You got some money though.
So Taylor has been vetoed, so we need a replacement nominee.
Choose to replace her with Grayson.
Oh
my lord.
You have been nominated for eviction. Paige and Joel, you have been vetoed, but you could be saved by Cecile. Cecile, what is your decision?
I'm not gonna use it.
Cecile has not used the power veto. So Grayson, Victoria, Paige, and Joel, you are our final nominee.
But Victoria's on the block, and it's her versus Grayson. And you know, I'm with Victoria. That's my core alliance right there. So I'm gonna have to vote Grayson off.
Okay, well, first of all, you all know that I'm keeping this competition interesting.
You're not leaving, even if you're out, so don't
Hey, it's my turn to talk. I'm gonna be Judge Judy. I'm gonna put you up, okay? I mean, I think you all, I don't know how well I'm gonna do in this, and I'm kind of interested to see how it's gonna happen.
Here's the thing, is I've got a lot to offer, both in alliances and just as a person, because Grayson's people are so am I. So don't play that game with me.
Oh my lord.
I think that Joe is way more aggressive competitor than I am. I am much friendlier, I find. And I would like to work with a lot of you, so...
Obviously, y'all all know me as the very interactive person that will blunder right in head first. Blunder right in head first.
That's a good word.
People accuse me of cheating, and even though those cheating accusations are false.
Words are hard.
I still lost the thing. So obviously, I am a very bad competitor.
I love his way of like convincing people to keep moving. Like,
I am easily eliminated.
Why would you say?
Shading. She knows Drake, obviously, and she's wearing a Christmas sweater.
It's a great sweater.
I think you're
And to my counterpart, Grayson, this woman is way too advanced for this competition.
You're not going.
There is no coming in here.
I want to hear this.
Through the embers, we will be steel.
But what does he have to offer?
Nothing, but you have more.
As an alliance.
There's nothing
Okay, I think we're done here.
Who do you vote to evict?
I'm gonna vote to evict Joel for so many reasons. And I'm gonna vote to evict Victoria just because she's such a good competitor, and I'm worried about being later on. We can use Paige and Grayson as pawns. So,
I vote to evict Victoria and Joel.
Okay, thank you. Theo, who do you vote to evict?
Victoria and Joel.
Okay.
I'm evicting Joel and Grayson.
Okay, good luck.
Grayson, because Victoria's on my team. And, Joel.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was what I mean.
Joel and Victoria.
Okay, thank you.
I'm voting for Victoria, and then I have to stay true to Joel because we have a little alliance, so I have to vote against Paige.
Okay.
On one side, I vote on Victoria, and on the other side, I vote to evict Joel.
Okay.
I'm voting for Victoria. And
between Joel and Paige.
Joel.
Okay, thank you. Okay, between Grayson and Victoria, by a vote of 7-2, Victoria, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Here.
And between Paige and Joel, by a vote of 8-1,
Holy moly.
Joel, you have been evicted.
Joel.
Oh my God, my brother.
Reminder,
I just pull out.
Yep. And show it to the camera. Instant nominee. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, you're on the block this week.
Okay. A lot has happened, man. Finally got my 3 coins, and then I doomed myself.
Paige recently purchased an instant nomination, so Paige is automatically a 3rd nominee on the block list now.
Paige!
The correct answer was Snape. Congratulations, Sarah. You're the new HOH. Okay, everyone go to the living room.
No, that means
Sarah, you want HOH. You must name the 2 nominees who will go up against Paige.
Okay, I'm really sorry about this, guys, because it's really, really hard. But I'm going to nominate Olivia, and I'm going to nominate Grayson. Wait, where's Grayson? Good.
Okay, so the 4 of you will all compete for veto. Yeah, go. Paige just missing. Jason wins power veto. Okay, everyone. This is the fast veto ceremony. Grayson, you won the power veto. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use a veto on more Paige.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you can't really do that.
What?
What? Oh.
Because it's a nomination, you have to stay on the block until the end of the
It was a really sweet thing. It was a thought that counts.
Okay, Grayson's on the block.
Okay. Gosh dang it. I'll nominate Seth.
I should win that play.
Olivia and Paige are our nominees.
So funny.
I don't deserve this.
You're right, you don't deserve this. Take it.
Thank you, person who put me here.
I'm sorry.
This is tough, I mean, because I didn't care for Joel, but I like these guys. So. Alright, it's your call, y'all.
But if you look at Seth, this boy over here has so much shade and so much anger just like in him. And if he is allowed to come back, he is going to unleash his wrath on all of you. So, I'm cool with everyone, man. Just like...
Fall off that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, cool, man. I mean, Paige's cool. I like all of you. I
didn't even throw shade at you.
But watch out for this one. So.
Okay, with that, it is time to evict all the baby stuff.
Olivia. I vote for Olivia to get out just because she's coasting a bit. Sorry.
Oh, Cecile, who do you vote to evict?
Olivia.
Vote to evict.
I vote to evict Olivia.
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 I will evict Olivia.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna have to eliminate Seth since he's a guy. I hate men.
I'm gonna vote for Seth. Ooh.
I would like to vote for Olivia. I told her.
With 0 votes to evict, Paige, you are safe.
Yeah.
By a vote of 7-2, Olivia, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Oh my God, it was Seth.
Oh Lord.
No!
Tim is the new HOH. He gets a point.
Sophie, let's go pee.
So I just wanted to ensure that I am safe with you.
You're safe.
Okay, good. Is there anyone you would like me to side against for you?
Do you have an alliance with Seth?
I do not have an alliance with Seth, no.
I'm starting to think Seth needs to be a target.
I feel like that would be a very, very good idea.
Good.
And I will definitely get my troops to rally around that, so.
Seth, because knowing him, he's a little bit more unpredictable than others, and also some of the stuff that he's been saying hasn't aligned with my view of things. For example, like I would have preferred Greg to get out instead of Taylor, and he was pushing for Taylor to get out, stuff like that, and that's why. And he always manages to, like, honestly, I think he gets further than he always should.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He also has Ian, like, absolutely under his wing, and Ian's just doing whatever Seth wants to do, and I want to break that up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Seth and Baxter.
So you want Seth out?
Yes, but I'm going to put Baxter up next to him, yeah.
I went up there to talk to Tim just because I feel like there wasn't that many people, like, for him to nominate, and we haven't talked in a long time, or, like, never in the game, so, like, I know he's, like, on good terms with Cecile, though, so, like, I was always trusting of him, kind of, to not put me up or anything. But I was nervous this time around because I had never talked to him, and it didn't seem like there were that many people that he could put up. But I talked to him, and he said he wasn't putting me up straight up. He said that. And then he said that he was, however, thinking of putting Baxter up, and I haven't told Baxter that, and I don't plan to, because I know it's kind of selfish, but I don't know, like, if I win the veto or anything, like, I'll take Baxter off and stuff, like, obviously I'm, like, with Baxter and stuff, I don't want him to go home, but I don't want to get on Tim's bad side if I would tell Baxter.
The deal is done. You can pick from either side or the front. MVP. Okay, so you get to nominate a third person.
Okay.
This round.
Okay. Okay, so I went and I got the power and I got a MVP. It means that we get to choose a third person to put on the block, but only for this round.
Okay. Okay, we'll go talk about that with Tim. Ian just got a power to nominate a third. So.
Interesting.
So I think we have.
But it'd be his nomination.
Yeah, it is his nomination.
Yeah, but well, who would you think about?
I think that's why we were like asking you first, just to see like test your waters, like who, like which range are you in, like on the.
I initially was thinking Sophie and Baxter to split up that alliance because I think Baxter would get out, but I want to keep Sophie around. But if y'all still want to nominate her as the third spot, I mean. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I just don't want that to fall on me per se. That's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
That's not like who I think.
I was thinking of either Grayson or Sarah. However, Grayson will get 3 coins if he does survive, which I think he will.
I feel like Sarah's a player that like needs to go eventually. I was just talking about it with someone, like maybe not this round, but if y'all still want to put her up, like I'm not. That's like fine with me.
No, because I think Sarah tries to play too much. I don't know if you.
The first round she came off like way too.
Yeah, I think so.
Intense.
So, but I think I like your idea, or I like your thought process. If not, I think we can nominate like Paige as a third, because I don't think either of us have actually like talked to her. We talked with Tim, and he said that he was basically gonna put up Baxter, but he wasn't sure about the other one. So our 4 choices were.
We chose number 1 was Paige, number 2 was Grayson, number 3 was Cecile, number 4 was Sarah. Those were our choices to be put on the block as a third person. We had to choose a lot because of the different possibilities that could happen. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, we don't, we have nothing against these people, but, like, we just haven't been talking with them much at all this game, so.
This is another thing to consider. Taylin said she wants to go do something. So we can either put her up this time or like next time we can put her up, whatever. But she said she's perfectly fine with going home. So I was thinking we could leave it at whoever wants to vote or whoever you want to go. You know what I mean? Just I want you to know all the information so you can make the best decision. So.
Okay.
So yeah.
Only like, oh, I need to leave. Like that's so. I'm gonna put up Taylin
I was gonna vote for her.
because she doesn't want to be here.
Not in it for
She's
her.
not at all. Like, and that's so frustrating. So I'm gonna put up Baxter and Taylin.
Seth's been playing, you know.
Who are your nominees?
Taylin and Baxter.
Oh.
Taylor and Baxter, you have been nominated, but there's been a twist.
Who? Slip
number 14 has been purchased, and someone won the power of MVP, which means they get to nominate a third person for eviction for the week. The third nominee is Paige.
Back at it again.
Her face. She looks great in the camera. She looks
And Tim wins the power of veto.
I'm pushing for Taylin to get out because she doesn't want to be here. She wants to leave.
That's
So I'm literally like about to go around and tell everyone, no matter what I do, just vote for Taylin.
Oh, okay,
So,
but you know that doesn't make it easy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm taking Paige off the block and putting Ian in her place. However, I want Taylin out because she doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's all. Yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I want to talk to everybody and make sure everyone's
underwhelming.
Alright, so we're discussing people we want out in the next like 3 rounds or so. We definitely think Sarah is a big threat. We want to save Ian because Ian.
Yeah, but I don't know. We just think Sarah like talks too much.
She plays too much.
She plays
She's
too
won.
much, absolutely.
She's won two HOHs. She's got something against you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
Because she put you up that one time.
Yeah. We were discussing a possible final 2. I had mentioned that I think Tim needs to get out in the next, 4 rounds, 4 or 5 rounds.
He's
Not next, not in the next 2 or 3. But after that, I think he
Because
needs
he's
to go.
super good.
Paige, you are off the block.
For now.
And you got a check.
Dang.
So, because one of the MVP's nominees has been removed, the MVP must name a replacement nominee, and Grayson, you are nominated.
Is that the 3rd time?
It is. Wait, yeah.
So
Why didn't it come up
Then you can back to it.
Hello, Sophie. Who do you vote to evict?
Vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you. Paige, who do you vote to evict?
Taylor.
Thank you.
Taylin.
Thank you.
I vote to evict Taylin because apparently she has to leave.
Taylin, because you said you have to leave.
I'm voting for Taylor, and we have an alliance, but she needs to go. So.
Taylin.
Thank you. By a vote of 8-0 to 0, Taylor, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Tim, this round in a twist, everyone will name 2 people they want to nominate, and the 2 people with the most votes will be our nominees. So who do you want to nominate?
Sarah and Seth.
Okay, go to the
Is
living
it
room.
anonymous?
Yes. Okay. Go to the living room and shut your mouth.
Greg? Frick, I don't even remember that. Shit. And Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah and Tim. They're the 2 strongest characters.
Accepted.
Sarah and Tim.
Living room and shut your mouth.
Taylor just called us out for our challenge was we had to nominate 2 people that we would like to evict. It would be anonymous, and my votes were Sarah and Tim. The 2 most, I think, the 2 strongest players. Maybe not Sarah so much, but I think it's still important that either one of them gets out.
Seth, just because I feel like he really wants to win because he's played a lot and he's never won, so he kind of has this ruthless attitude. I feel like that could be dangerous. And Greg, because he's not doing anything. Like he's just been like coasting this whole time. So.
Grayson, and I'm gonna nominate. Oh,
Okay, thank you. Go to the living room.
Tim and Greg.
All right, thank you. Go in the living room.
Cecile.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Seth just because he's so experienced.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's Sarah and Grayson.
Tim and Sarah.
Okay, I'm going to say Sarah
Okay.
and Grayson.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. There was a tie between two people who came in second, so there are 3 nominees.
One of you get it.
The 3 nominees are Sarah, Greg, and Seth.
Bye-bye, Seth.
Wait, Greg, this happened during Survivor.
Can't read it.
And please show the camera.
Play veto of choice.
Okay, which one should we prove? I'm gonna let you do this one because I'm not good at this, so.
There's 3 on this side too.
Titanium veto.
Okay,
Titanium veto.
the deed is done. You can choose from the side, the front, or the side. Are there any left? Yeah, there's one left.
This one's calling my name. So.
Please show the camera.
Diamond Power Veto.
So we don't really know.
We should have this wood now. I have time to go out Sarah, but we might wait for that till later, so we're gonna do Greg. I think. Y'all think we should do?
Because he's winning a lot of competitions.
Greg doesn't do.
I know.
No, he's winning. He's winning the challenges though. Like
He is.
Is he?
he's doing well. At least.
And he's really scary. He's so large.
Wait, who were y'all
You could
saying
me.
you have to take out? Y'all didn't say.
Sarah.
Later on,
She's
though.
so good.
But
I know,
I
but the
think-
thing is that
I
she's.
think-
I think that she's like real to us, and I think that
Yeah.
later
She's
on,
real.
we could get her.
Like the only person in our group who's like talking about like cutting out is Seth.
Seth, yeah.
So we might as well just keep her in.
We can get out Greg, and then we
because
can
she's
break
not
it.
she's not gonna try to get me.
See, people are gonna want
We
to
can
get
get out
out
Greg.
something.
Yeah, we can get out Greg and then undermine Tim's thing. Because, like,
Yeah,
Tim has Greg, and that's basically.
We can get out Greg and then Seth, but I feel
And then
like
Seth, because
they're-
we need to break up Seth.
Those two are made by Seth and Ian.
Seth, we need to break up Seth.
Because Seth and
Because Ian's doing whatever Seth says.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
And,
Ian's
then
supposed
once
to be-
Ian is without Seth, it's like cutting
It's gonna be
the
easy to get Ian.
something off from the nucleus or whatever.
What
that-
the fuck?
I don't know.
So we need to get out Greg.
So
Because then Tim's gonna have to be with us,
And then-
and then Tim is all for getting Sarah out too.
Okay,
So
then Sarah.
But
Winning, yes,
okay,
yes,
and then
Love it, these are out.
because once okay.
Oh, Ian, who do you vote to evict?
I vote out Greg.
Thank you.
I vote to Victor Greg.
Thank you, sir.
Greg.
Thank you. Who do you vote to evict?
Greg.
Thank you. Okay, who do you vote to evict?
Greg.
Who do you vote to evict?
I will evict Sarah.
Thank you. Paige, who do you vote to evict?
Seth.
Thank you.
Greg.
Thank you. By a vote of 6 to 1 to 1, Greg have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Third is Walter with 50. Second is Baxter with 58. And Sarah had 59.
I had 58. By one. One ping pong ball.
The one people ball really made a difference.
It did.
Absolutely no idea who I want to put up. I have some because I got one vote against me, and I want to make sure that person is eliminated because it's only one vote. And if that one's out, then I know that everyone else is my ally, at least to what their word says. So I'm just gonna ask people who they voted for, and if they lie, I'll know because I can count. So yeah, that's it.
How do you feel about winning your third HOH?
I feel awesome because it's my first game, and I feel like I'm just like balling.
Someone voted against me in the last thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to
need
figure out
find
because it's
who it
two people
is.
who's continuously done
Continuously going against
it's
everyone.
two.
And I feel like one of them may be Grayson. So I'm kind of thinking about eliminating him and Tim. Even though Tim's a strong player, so like I feel like that'll make some waves and like it could go either way. I don't think it'll hurt anyone if he gets eliminated. It'll only like freak because I feel like he's kind of
He's a very good player.
Yeah. And like he got me safe the last round, but it was honestly just because he wanted someone else out. It wasn't because he was trying to keep me safe, you know?
I think he was just not trying to make any waves. So, Sarah.
Shit, you're fit.
Sarah's going for whoever. Sarah's going for the two people who did not vote for majority, which is Greg. So. She
and
thinks
he was
it's the people who she hasn't talked to.
Grayson
which
was
might
the
be
one who
you.
voted Sarah last time.
But like,
We're trying to figure
we
out
should have
who-
talked to you though, because we are definitely planning on getting Sarah out later because she's so competitive and so good.
The people I don't want to eliminate is Ian, Seth, or Paige.
Oh, so those are your.
Those are my men. My girls are a different story just because I have alliances and stuff. Yeah. I was thinking possibly Grayson, Baxter could be another person.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
She just told me Baxter and Jason.
Selfie.
Who? She didn't tell me that.
What'd she tell you?
Oh gosh.
What did she tell you?
Well, I'm sure she probably says.
We need to go. We need to go after her next.
I've got a plan, okay?
What did she tell you?
Wait, y'all, she really trusts me.
She
Like
told me
I
she's
can.
getting out a big competitor.
Y'all, wait, she.
I swear to God, with me, I am.
No, like she.
No, y'all, she really
she's
trusts.
like going for you.
For me.
No, because she really trusts me. I can get her to say, because she thinks.
No, she told me straight up to him.
Sarah wants me out, which is smart, honestly, because I think I am, like, proving to be the strongest player in this game at this point. But what she doesn't realize is that, like, there's a lot more people on my side than hers. And, I'm just glad people aren't catching on to that I actually am, like, the biggest threat. And I'm going to play really low-key. I do need to talk to Cecile about forming a top 2 alliance with her, because I think she is, aside from, like, I think me and her are the strongest players in this game. She's the smartest, and she's really good at being low-key about it. And I think with me and her together, like, we could get top 2 easily.
Sarah, we're trying to get Sarah out. We have a small group of people and we're working together to try to get Sarah out, and I told her that I voted to get Seth out in the last election, but really I was the one person that voted to get her out, and she's trying to figure out which person it was that tried to get her out, and she wants them out of this game. Little doesn't know that it was me, her ally, that did that. Do I feel bad? A little, but the truth is, Sarah's gonna she's playing us. We've learned that.
I hope Paige didn't hear anything because she and Paige have a little thing too. She told
But
me.
the thing is that Sarah
She
keeps
said-
saying
she
she,
told me
wants to
that,
get out Paige. That's the weird part. Is that
Paige-
Sarah, the amount of times
She's
Sarah
playing
has said,
too
I
much.
want to get out Paige.
We really need to get her out. 'Cause
Sarah's
look at
my
her.
ally,
Look at her
see? And I'm
telling
trying to
different
kinda
things to all of us.
undermine her.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, but for a while she's been saying she wants to get Seth out, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but
And
she's
she just
saying
told
that
me
she
that
wants to get
Seth's one
everyone
of her
else
biggest
out.
allies.
But
Yeah,
like,
which-
that's
yeah,
a problem.
with Ian, yeah.
She has
Y'all, she has us all talking.
Exactly.
Like, props.
She
to
has,
her.
I noticed
she has
that. That's why I
plans
voted for her last
She has
time.
plans to get everyone out. Like,
No,
like
we
she
have
has a
been planning
plan to
get it out
get
because she's
someone
been
out.
thinking. This is her first time playing?
Yeah.
Okay, she's been acting like she's played this game like 18 times.
Yeah.
I know, it's really annoying. So she said she was like thinking about putting you up because like you didn't vote with the majority, and then she said you're a really good competitor and we need to get you out before it becomes like too far in the game because she's threatened by you. And then she's also said stuff about you two.
She said she wants to split you two up.
Yeah.
No.
Just keep that in
So
mind.
like
I'm
she's
saving it.
manipulating all of us. This is some juicy dirt.
That's all out here. She's been telling everybody different stuff, whether she's allies with us or not. She told her own allies like 2 separate things, and so what she probably told you was probably a lie, unless it was putting me up. And I think we think that's the truth. Who did she say she was putting up?
She originally said Ian. Kind of thinking about putting up Ian and Grayson, because Grayson used to being a pawn. He's not afraid of it anymore, I don't think. And he trusts everyone. He's also not a threat, so I don't think anyone's going to really put him up. And Ian's not really trying, and I don't like that at all. So
Ian and you. But she said you as a pawn and she wants to get Ian out.
Yeah, you see, she's been
Okay.
setting me up as a pawn this whole
She
time.
keeps changing. Every time someone goes up, it's different people.
I want to put Grayson and Tim up. Tim. Tim is a threat, and I think he's kind of flighty, and I think when he gets back to the wall, he's going to turn against anyone who's in an alliance with him. And I also think he's the one who voted against me the last round.
Yeah.
So I don't want anyone against me.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So would y'all vote for Tim to be off?
I mean, I would prefer Ian.
I know,
Just 'cause
that's
Ian
what I'm
doesn't do
saying.
shit.
Because I kept talking to him
But
about that.
here's the
But the
thing.
thing is, he will continue to not do shit.
Are you and
the
Seth-
next round, whoever's HOH can get him out. Because at that point, it's just eliminating the stragglers. But right now, I want to focus on getting the hard
Are
people
you and
out.
Seth in an alliance? So, I'm sorry. Are you and Seth in an alliance?
No, we just have been cordial.
Okay, just because he's like.
I told him, I said, if it
puppet
comes
with
down
the
to it and
string-
I want him to,
It's
I'm gonna
like
get him out.
puppet with the strings of the urine. Like you're sitting here stressing about. Honestly, you're thinking Tim's a bigger threat, but Seth is
the
making
thing
you not
is-
put Ian up just because they have an alliance.
I
It
know,
has nothing to
but
do with
what
that.
he said is if we don't put Ian up now, Ian will be a vote for us later on in the game if we want someone
But
else
Ian
out.
does not care. If we don't do Ian now, we're gonna do him next round, so it doesn't make a difference.
Because I
either
feel
way.
like a
It
lot
does,
of people.
because that'll be
Grayson's
people down,
not-
and next time we could be on the block if Tim goes up.
That's
That's what I'm
But
saying.
we don't
It's
know
like
for sure that Tim's gonna get out. It might be Grayson.
Grayson's gonna get out if you put Tim and Grayson up. I'm telling you
that's
right
what
now.
he said.
Yeah.
That's, if you put Ian and Grayson up, Ian's gonna get up. If you put Tim
Right.
and Grayson up,
Yeah.
Grayson's gonna get out. That's the main
And
thing.
then you're gonna have
That's
bad blood.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't vote to get Tim off.
Okay.
Just because he's loyal.
Like,
I want Ian out because there's no point in him. I think Grayson will follow anyone. Ian will only follow Seth.
but okay, here's the
Against
thing.
me.
I know, but he didn't do it personally. He just
Here's the thing.
He really did it. But
If
he doesn't
you
have anything
take,
to do with it.
I feel like
He's Grayson.
maybe
He's just
maybe we could wait on Ian because Seth is like Ian's brain right now.
Seth also thinks I'm on his side, even though I told him I may vote him off. He's like, no, I mean, he
I
thinks
think we
I'm
should
with
get Ian
him.
out, and then a big player, and then Seth.
Okay. I'm just scared
Ian
Seth's
out,
gonna be.
Grayson out.
I'm afraid Seth's gonna be in people's ears and try to
He's
get them to
already
get
in
him
Seth's
people's
not going
ears.
to be able to do that. He has no power.
Seth is like a mosquito. Mosquitoes are in your ears,
I mean,
but
he
then
got
you
my
just
ears,
like shoo them away. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. But like
Okay, so
honestly, like I
Ian-
wouldn't listen.
he
to
were
him.
wait,
putting up on
Paige's
top
been
of
trying to
Ian
talk. I
and
feel
Grayson.
bad.
No, I haven't. I'm just kind of listening.
Oh, you're just
So
absorbing.
Ian and who do y'all else do you want me to put me up?
Grayson. I think you should put Ian and Grayson.
But if Grayson's voted out,
But he won't be. No, he's not going to be. If it's
If
Ian and
it's Ian and
Grayson, Ian's
Grayson?
going to be voted out.
okay, Ian and Grayson.
My decision for the two nominations are Grayson and Ian. Make someone sit out next to HOH. Yes! Oh, okay, perfect. I'm going to make.
You can wait after nomination.
Yeah,
It's like
remind us of the
before.
HOH challenge.
That works. So, I have a lot of alliances I've been breaking up lately, and me and Cecile decided that we're going to take each other to the top, whether that means out of men and women or just out of everyone, you know what I mean? We're going to take each other to the top because I won two things. Paige is in with one of them with me, but the other one is where I can eliminate someone from a head of house, which I will be using for Tim next round because Tim is definitely going to try to get me out because Seth was talking crap and told him that I was going to try to get him out, which I was not intending on doing.
He's getting ahead. Ian is almost there. Ian wins the power up.
So pissed about that.
Who can you put up?
I don't know. Can't put up Tim.
No. Seth?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess that would work for Ian. Because Seth's really the one who's talking to everyone. Ian's not talking to anyone.
No.
And I don't have anything against Seth, but they're on the same alliance and I know they're doing the same
And you
thing.
told him if you had to put him up, you would.
I would. But I'm pretty sure I'm not putting Tim up because I don't want any waves with him. He hasn't really done anything against me, so I don't want anything against him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, because I really want to work with you later on, especially because I think you're really good. I think you're.
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, bye. Definitely putting him up.
I feel like me and you together, like as top two.
I agree.
Really like that idea.
I
really like.
I'll be back here.
Here's what's going on. Walter wants it to be like a top 5 with me, you, and him, and Sophie and Baxter. If that happens,
I think that's a good idea because
if that happens, then it would be me, you, and Walter, and Sophie and Baxter. Yeah, it's like me and you. to if that happens. So I wanted to bring this to you because like this could be an opportunity for us to get to the top, and like I want that to happen. So
Ian, you won the power of veto, and you have the power to remove one of the nominees from the block. What's your decision?
I choose to remove myself.
Okay, Ian is no longer a nominee.
Strategic.
Right. So Sarah, as HOH, you must name a replacement nominee.
Seth.
And Grayson are our final nominees. I'll put 8 minutes on the clock, and then we'll vote somebody out.
We don't want you to leave.
Okay, so I think we've already decided this person's time to go.
Yeah.
I just really need y'all to convince Cecile.
I talked to Cecile.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know where she stands.
You're a number for Cecile, so like not like Cecile would vote you.
Okay, yeah, so okay.
I mean, I'm just not gonna use my veto this time. I could and save my own ass, but I feel like if there's any chance in hell that I'm gonna make it, that we need change as well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna vote for second if that's the case. So
I was planning on doing that anyway because we need to split up 70. I was saying later on, Grayson's veto could help us. We need to separate 70. I know that but I'm saying please for the
But the majority is going for Grayson. All of them.
Everyone that I've talked to is going for 70.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Hey, do you know where Grayson is?
Why can't he has nothing that can help us with Grayson does?
If he has the veto,
we can get Grayson. I think that now he's separate.
we could totally get Grayson off easily. Seth could do some bullying because he's good at this stuff. He's played a bunch of games like this.
I think now's the time. I really and truly do. Please get Baxter on board.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Sarah can talk shit about me too.
Sarah can talk shit about everyone.
I know, she's trying to separate everyone. We need to get her off.
you agree? We're gonna vote Seth.
Off.
Okay.
So just vote Seth off.
Should I say like
Yes.
okay? Grayson has a diamond veto. Which
And she has the titanium. She told me. That's
Like,
what I
that
forgot to
doesn't
say.
matter.
Okay.
The diamond veto trumps the titanium veto. Grayson right now can veto off. Well, can he?
I don't know. All I know is that we need to keep Grayson right now because he could help us in the future with Sarah. Because
Yeah.
Sarah has the veto too. So vote off.
Okay,
Sadly, I vote to evict Seth because I think that's our best chance in getting Sarah out.
Oh, Ian, who do you vote to evict?
I choose Grayson.
Okay, Grayson.
Tim, who do you vote to evict?
For the sake of the game, Seth.
Hello, Paige, who do you vote to evict?
Seth. It's not personal.
Good luck.
Seth and
By a vote of 5 to 2, Seth, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. The next round was an instant eviction, meaning there would be no power of veto competition. The only vetoes that could be used were those found in the shop. Ian is a new HOH! I don't care about that.
He may put me up on the chopping block, and if that happens, I don't know if my allies are going to pick to stay with me, or if they're going to pick siding with the new people who are on top, which sucks, but I really enjoyed this game so far, so it wouldn't be really bad, but I would like to stay in the game.
I don't think I'm gonna put you up.
What'd you learn?
I'm thinking about putting Sarah up with someone else, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna put up with her. But I'm probably not gonna put you up. Because he said there's no vetoes, right?
Yeah,
No vetoes. Yeah, unless you have.
That's, oh, okay.
Does Sarah have one?
Yeah.
She does?
She has a titanium veto.
Okay, well, I still think I should put her up there.
I agree.
To get rid of it so someone else can put her up there later.
Okay.
I'm just hoping everyone votes for her.
Oh, everyone will. I
Yeah.
assure you, 110%. She's lying about everyone.
Yeah. She came up to me earlier and said that she doesn't tell lies and stuff.
She literally told 8 people that I was voting against Grayson.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do. Which I love Seth, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I know.
But I wanted Grayson. Grayson has the special veto, so I want he could help it to take off Sarah.
It's true.
Which now is futile with this round.
Yo, hey. She's out.
So,
she's got out the door.
Exactly, because Sarah can't use the veto because there won't be any other vetoes used. So he's going to put Sarah up. Everyone's going to vote Sarah off. He said just make sure everyone votes her off, and I said everyone will.
Yeah.
Since there's no veto, and then they said that Sarah has the titanium veto, but currently that can't be used unless someone else vetoes. So I'm thinking that she just can't do anything. I just don't know who else to put with her.
Oh.
Someone that no one would vote off. It literally, I don't think you forgot. No one would vote you off because everyone loves you.
Can I put myself on though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just put like.
Who's someone that no one would vote off? Literally anyone. Literally anyone.
Like it doesn't matter.
Not me, because I feel like some people don't like me.
Well then don't volunteer me then if you're not.
But everyone likes you.
Everyone likes you too, Walter.
Oh, okay. Alright. Or like Baxter. Everyone loves Baxter.
That's not
That's not Baxter.
Ian, you won the head of household competition, so you get to name the 2 nominees that will be up for this instant eviction. No power of veto.
Okay, I choose Baxter and Sarah.
Baxter and Sarah, you are the final nominees. There is no power of veto competition this week unless you buy one.
No, are we voting to stay in or stay?
To get kicked out, what have we done every...
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But if I stay, which I think I will because that's 3 against 2, I'm going to use my head of house to get Tim out of the competition next time, and then the only people we'll be fighting against is Sophie, which I love Sophie. I wish she wouldn't return.
I know.
But now that Baxter's out, that means she'll either stay with Tim or she'll switch back to our sides and we'll get the top 4.
Okay. I think she would probably scramble and switch back to our sides.
Me too. Honestly, I feel like she'd start scrambling so much that she'd get out of the next challenge by her own fault.
Okay.
Tim, who do you vote to evict?
Sarah.
Good luck.
I vote to evict Sarah.
Okay, good luck. Who do you vote to evict?
Sarah.
Good luck.
I am voting to evict Sarah.
Okay, good luck.
I am voting for Sarah.
Okay, good luck. Hey Paige, how's it going?
It's good.
Who do you vote to evict?
Sarah.
By a vote of 6-0, Sarah, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
First off, I want to say, Sarah, since Tim and Walter and Grayson, their whole group was going to vote you out, it would look bad on me not to, because it wouldn't keep you from being eliminated, and they would know it was me, and then I would immediately be a target. So that was sort of the main reason that happened. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
We backstabbed the frick out of Sarah. Like, she literally thought that I was completely on her side, and then all of us voted her off. It was beautiful. It was probably one of my better plays, honestly. This game, I don't know, I like this game. It's like low key, so it's not as like stressful and like you just want to punch yourself in the face. But, you know, it's also like kind of competitive. I really think it's going to end up being Tim and I as the last 2.
Grayson is the new HOH!
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be one of the people to do what I just did to Sarah.
Yeah.
So I'll trust you. You get a pass. I honestly have no idea. As of now, that's gonna change.
If I could,
not lying to you.
for suggestions, just like opening suggestions, for your sake and the game's sake, just to keep it like a little bit more low key. Ian, because he doesn't have Seth anymore, and so
yeah, that's good.
Ian. And after that, like, I think Ian would get out no matter who he's put up against.
Yeah.
It's just whoever, like, you would prefer, like.
Yeah. As of now, I'll put Ian on the chopping block. That may change, so don't think I'm trying to lie to you. But that's a good thought.
Just pick anyone.
Okay.
Gift card.
Oh, you get a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Yes! Well, they're saying to try and put Paige on because they want to take her off right now. So that's what.
Getting Paige off is going to be hard because she's made it through so many times,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Trying to vote her off, maybe we should, I don't know if now's the time, but it's something we need to start considering as a whole. Tim had the great idea of putting Ian up there because he doesn't have Seth anymore, so nobody's like wanting to keep them both in.
But also Paige.
That's exactly what he said too.
We need Paige to go soon because she wasn't really with us. You know, she was like with Sarah.
Yeah. You know what? I've told everybody that's come here before, like probably not Paige because like she's starting to get that sense of immunity up there. But now I'm really starting to think that since everybody that's walked in here has suggested Paige, maybe I should put her up there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I am feeling very, very confident right now because nobody has targeted me and Baxter because we're a couple. I think it's because we're on the DL and we are involved with the rulers of the house, aka Cecile, me, Tim, and you know, we have a lot of numbers behind us. I think I'm in pretty good standing. Grayson is head of household right now, and he doesn't really know who to put up, but it's either gonna be Ian, Paige, or like Baxter. Like I don't know in which order he's gonna do that, or like which two out of the three he's gonna put up. But either way, we're gonna think to go for Ian or Paige just because they've kind of been on the outskirts of the center of the alliance, and I think we're gonna be going for Walter soon because he's also kind of been on the outskirts and hasn't really done anything in orchestrating who to get out.
I don't want to say either Sophie or Baxter. They're obviously in cahoots, okay, they're dating.
Yeah, which is hard. In fact, I was talking, like, whenever Sophie came in, Baxter is one of the people I was thinking about putting on the chopping block, and I lied and said Walter, and it's on the camera, so I was like, I can't say that to her face, because the thing, I don't know.
And they've been two of the more quiet players throughout the game, so...
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that Baxter's that much of a threat. I feel like he's going to be able to get out, you know? I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go.
I feel like I've been calling shots, but I don't want to be too bossy, and if I hold back too much, I'll be seen as not helping enough. And I've played a very fair game, and because of that, because I haven't made any hard decisions, I feel like they might overlook me. I feel like I need to be head of house and fast, because then I can talk with everyone one-on-one and get real with them, and they want to be real with me. They don't want me to just like lie to them or whatever, and I don't want them to lie to me. I'm going right now, say it up Paige and Ian, and I don't know if they let you know, but we're probably going to put you up against them since everyone likes you.
Alright, that's fine.
So, just want to let you know. Pick one.
Wait.
Wow. Read it out loud.
Wait. Mitch Man 3 rounds. Transfiguration.
Alright. And you get to wear a costume for 3 rounds.
Sweet.
Alright, let me go get your costume. You are crowned the Marshmallow Man.
Oh no. I saw Mike with this.
Oh my god, wait.
Grayson, as HOH, you have to name 2 house guests for nomination.
Okay, I nominate Ian and Paige.
Ian and Paige. You have been nominated for Eviction. Now it's time to pick players for the veto contest.
It's POV!
Yeah. No! Don't give up! Don't give up! Don't give up!
I couldn't solve these power not.
Tim wins the power of veto. I'm putting 6 minutes on the clock.
Okay, yeah. Is it okay if I take her off into that? Just for... Okay.
Am I allowed in?
Yeah. I'm gonna take her off, put that to her, Ian's gonna get it.
Yeah, what is that? Oh, you won?
Yeah.
We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's going good. We've got
We've got
like the OG, me, Sophie, and Cecile alliance.
Yeah.
Still pretty chill.
Yes.
And I think I'm getting nominated for the thing next.
The block?
La Block. After the veto.
But you're a Michelin man, so people
But I'm a
will
Michelin
probably keep
man.
him.
So people want me to wear this, so it's gonna be alright.
Right. Or either that or the POV won't be used.
Okay, no, that's like... It's more so to keep her as a vote. She'll do what I tell her. She's been doing what I tell her to vote for the entire time. Like, the top 5 are top Part 2 is still in effect. Like,
Okay.
trust me.
I just want to make sure she's not getting like that.
No. She does like
So
she.
we're going to do Paige, and then we're going to do Grayson.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's working out.
I know.
It actually worked.
I know. It's great.
So
But yeah,
proud of
so
her.
this round, Ian, and then Paige and Grayson, and then we have Todd, and then
both of them and then us.
Yes!
Alright. Yay. Go. Double veto.
All right, this is the power veto ceremony. Tim, you get the power veto, which has been revealed to be a double veto because of a purchase. So if you choose to use the power veto, it will be used on both nominees.
Oh, so I don't have to. If I don't use the veto, the double veto does not come
Right,
back.
it doesn't.
Okay, I don't use veto.
All right, the double power veto has not been used. Ian and Paige, you are the final nominees. I'm putting 5 minutes on the clock, then we evict somebody.
Ian was the target, and so but like we needed to keep him on, and you're not going to be voted off this round, so that's why. Okay, by doing a double veto, that would have been chaos.
I know, totally
like,
not what I
chaos.
expected.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
like,
so
you can't
happy
win
we
any more
didn't
bad
have to.
things, right? But it totally wasn't planned.
I'm so happy we didn't have to use that. Okay, so you're good.
Who do you vote to evict?
Ian.
Thank you. Good luck. Stay tough.
Ian.
Say it louder.
Ian.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I vote to evict Ian.
Who do you vote to evict?
Ian.
Who do you vote to evict?
Ian.
By a vote of 5-0, Ian, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Woo, Ian!
Congratulations on surviving 10 eliminations. That's huge.
Wow.
This is your second fast round of the game. There will be no discussion time. We'll just go straight to the ceremonies. One of you will be evicted in the next 20 minutes.
Oh, she's a liar.
This is about to fall!
So is Cecile.
Cecile drops. Sophie is HOH. Everyone go to the
Look
living
how
room.
close this was.
All right, this is the nomination ceremony. Sophie, you won HOH, and now you must nominate 2 players for eviction. Who do you choose?
Okay. I'm gonna choose Paige and Grayson.
Paige and Grayson have been nominated for eviction.
Oh, he's taking first.
Oh man, 2 cards.
Everyone,
It's back on the checkerboard. It's checkered, damn it.
That was an aggressive spin.
No!
and Paige wins the power veto. Everyone go downstairs for the veto and eviction ceremony.
Yes.
Paige, you won the power veto. What do you want to do with it?
What?
Dude.
What a twist! Oh man.
Get up, dude.
Oh, I can't. Like wow.
Okay, Grayson has been taken off of the block.
Jeez.
Sophie, as HOH, who do you want to put up?
Okay, not personal. I'm gonna put up Walter.
Walter, you've been nominated. Okay, before we do the eviction ceremony, does anyone have a special power that you want to use?
Does
Wearing his costume.
Okay, Baxter, who do you vote to evict?
Paige.
I vote for Walter.
And also, what are you planning to do with that diamond veto?
I'm holding on to it. I was about to use it until Paige paid me back for what happened earlier in the game. I just did that out of the kindness of my heart. I was not expecting like this situation to happen, so I just got lucky.
Well, you know, sometimes in the wild, lions, they eat their young. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right here.
Who is your young this evening?
My young, my little lion cub, it's Paige. I'm eating you. I'm devouring you. And I feel no remorse because I'm a lion. Lions don't have feelings.
Who do you vote to evict?
Paige.
By a vote of 3-1, Paige, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. The final 6th round was the final round to make any purchases, and it was also another instant eviction with no power of veto competition. Ooh, Cecile is the new HOH.
Yes, Cecile.
Okay, there's no power veto. I'm putting 12 minutes.
I have one of these.
This one's
Bastard.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow. Can we buy some?
What do we just spend them on this?
Because one person didn't, and we all think it's crazy. You too? Crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to do it person. Yeah, us too. So, you need to nominate him. That's a good idea.
Probably not getting up on the block soon, which is nice. But I really think we should get out Tim, and Cecile doesn't want to nominate him. And there's no veto this round, so that's not going to happen. But even more disappointingly, I'm going to have to take off the marshmallow suit after this round. And I really come attached to this suit. It's part of my identity. And I'm sad about that.
So, let's talk strats, right?
Right.
Still got that diamond veto. So if you put me in, it doesn't matter.
You're gonna
Because
veto yourself
I can just veto myself out. So, just keep that in mind whenever you're making a plan. It won't matter whether or not. So if you've got 2 people that you want out besides me, feel free to put them in. Because what's the point of putting me if I can just veto myself out?
So he's really gonna use it?
Yeah, of course you're gonna use it.
Yeah, of course.
So I have to be that guy and take off one of the top 5 people. That was not planned. We should have done Grace on sooner.
Yeah. So we can just get up Grace next round.
Yes, but who do I get off now?
Honestly,
No.
I guess so. I mean, what? Take?
Okay.
Okay, so Cecile is HOH, and we want to get Walter out, I think, because he hasn't been in our, well, obviously we need to keep Cecile, me, and Baxter, because that's our, final 3. And then Tim is, really good, and, he's a good competitor, and he and Cecile have they're on really good terms. So I just think Walter is the best to go, and I feel really bad about that because he has played a really truthful game, and he has kept my best interest. But however, I just gave Tim a coin, one of my coins, because he had 2 and I had 1, and I wasn't gonna get another 2 probably. So I gave him my coin, and I said, well, if I have your best interest, you can have this coin, and then you can buy something from the shop.
Scarlet Veto.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know what it means though. I'll have to go ask Sailor. What? At the ceremony, whenever she nominates, you can take someone off.
That's it?
Yeah, and she replaces. It's like a veto without winning a veto. Oh.
I was saying if I was head of house, I would have put Sophie or Max in there. I feel like she won't put Sophie. Cecile and Sophie have been really tight lately, so if I got head of house next round, I would put those 2 up against each other so I could possibly get Sophie out, and it would literally be you and Cecile and I, and then we would have Grayson, but then we would get him out by then.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna tell her to put, I'm just gonna try to convince her to, put either Baxter or Sophie up with Grayson.
Sophie's gonna vote for Baxter though. I'm assuming you
No.
vote for me.
Wait, what?
Sophie's gonna vote for me to get out because she'll want Baxter to stay in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you want me to stay in.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Because she and Sophie have gotten really close lately, and I'm like, okay, girl, we've done a lot for you. Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I think she'll put Baxter. I don't think she'll have a problem with that. I know, and I didn't buy any power that was like.
What did you buy?
I bought the Scarlet Veto. All that is, I can immediately veto someone. HOH put someone else. That would be the same as a double veto. There's no point to it. Exactly. However, I can use it immediately to get Grayson off so he doesn't replace. So he's not the one who replaces himself, because he will do something unpredictable.
I'm not even going to put Grayson out. Because in the next round, all powers don't matter anymore.
That's true. So who is?
I do want to get out Walter because that limits our
Yeah,
three
no,
against
we can't risk that.
But who do we get off? That would ruin my lives everywhere then. And then
I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I think we have to put Grayson on. I think we have to for the sake of like keeping friendliness intact. Like put Grayson on and Grayson and Baxter. And then I will use the Scarlet Veto immediately on Grayson.
Cecile, you won head of household, and you have to choose 2 players for eviction. Reminder that there is no veto competition this round. The only way a veto can be used is if you bow one.
Hey, what's
Cecile, name your nominees.
Baxter and Harrison. Are we doing
I just want to write my name on one of these shirts.
Right.
This is my account. I'm the captain.
Come on, man.
Baxter and Grayson have been nominated.
Okay, so we wanted to get Grayson off, obviously, but we can't because he had a veto that he could have, if we would have put him up, he could have taken himself off. So we decided instead of him, if he could have taken himself off and chosen anyone to go on the block. So instead of doing that, it could have been anyone. So we didn't want it to be like Tim or something, because Tim and I are like top 2. So, which Sophie doesn't know that. Tim, because I'm awful. Okay, Tim got a veto, and so he used it on Grayson to where I could choose who goes out. I don't want Sophie out. I really don't. Not yet. So I put, Sophie, me, and Baxter yesterday had decided that we would be top 3. So I'm breaking like yesterday's alliance, which is awful, and no one did that ever. I feel like shit. So anyway, oh my god, I've never done this before. So then, we got Grayson off, put up Sophie because we're gonna get Baxter off. Everyone decided they're gonna vote off Baxter. So Baxter's gonna be off, and then we're gonna get Grayson off. If we can get Sophie to trust us again. If not, we're gonna get Sophie off.
So before we get to the speeches, does anyone have a power that you want to use? Scarlet Veto? What? Okay, Tim, who do you want to use the Scarlet Veto on?
Grayson.
Grayson, you have been pulled from the block.
Tim, you're my man. You're my man, Tim. That was so awkward. That was such a...
All right, now that Tim pulled his man Grayson off of the block, Cecile, you name a replacement nominee. Sophie, you have been nominated for eviction.
Dang.
Oh.
I am voting for Baxter. Yeah. Well, sometimes in the animal kingdom, lions, they feel threatened by mates, like a boy lion and a girl lion who are really into each other. Yes, like mates. And those lions will do anything for each other. Well, sometimes the other lions feel threatened by that. And we decide to eat one of them.
Who are you eating?
And in this case, we're about to devour the female lion. Sophie.
Alright. Thank you, zoologist Tim.
It was so odd. I'm gonna vote for Sophie to get out because you seem like a bigger threat because you're a really good player. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry because you're a really sweet person and I want to cry, but...
By a vote of 2-1, Sophie, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. For the next challenge.
I get to take this off.
No, you don't.
No.
Still
listen to me.
Tim took off Grayson and I replaced him with Sophie. So I had Baxter and Sophie up there. The plan was to get Baxter out because I love Sophie. She has my heart. She's my good friend. Sophie, if you see this, I'm sorry. I did not plan to get you out. I'm so sorry. I did not plan to get you out because I knew Baxter wouldn't really care. I mean, he would care, but he wouldn't really care. I knew you would care, plus you're my good friend, and oh, emotions. So, but Tim decided last minute because of which makes sense, because of the look on Sophie's face whenever I put her on the block, if she wouldn't have gotten out, she would have had my head on a plate. She would have wanted me dead. So Tim was looking out for me, which I appreciate. So him and Walter changed their minds last minute and voted Sophie off, and Grayson stuck with me and voted Baxter. So Sophie got out.
Tim wins. Yeah, Tim wins.
Tim is the new HOH.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I'm so sorry about the
It's
Sophie
fine.
thing.
Sophie's pissed at you, not me.
Okay.
Because she was like, because he used my points to buy Veto that got me out. Yeah, I said, I really don't think he meant to do that. Like, I don't think he was thinking.
And that's not the way I wanted it to go. If I like, I wouldn't have played it that way if I knew like that's how it would have unfolded. I would have told Grayson to use his and put Sophie in the same place if I would have thought of that. So yeah, I like the way it's looking.
I like the way it's looking. I mean, it's looking like how we wanted
it's
it to look.
It's
It's
exactly
what we wanted, but awful at the same time.
Yeah, that's not how I wanted it to go.
Does it pan out?
But I think in the same way it will help it, because having Baxter and Sophie and Ty with us, if they get HOH, they could have they could have had the opportunity to put like me and you up, and one of us could have gone. So in that way, like, I know Baxter and Grayson are not gonna work with each other. Grayson thinks that like I'm his biggest ally for some reason, and
Shut up, baby.
I know he can be so good if he knew what he was doing, but like he's still. Everything is going according to plan, and it's so beautiful and great. And top 4 is more than likely it will be me, Walter, Cecile, and Baxter. I want Grayson gone just because he's a little bit more unpredictable. Baxter floated his way, but you know what? You need that sort of player to use late in the game like we've been doing with Baxter. I want to comment on the Sophie thing. I feel so incredibly bad about that because she gave me one of her tokens, and I had no intention when I took a token from her of using that token in the end against her. I really had absolutely no intention of that. I could have took a token just as easily from Walter or Cecile. It's just that me and Sophie were talking about it at the time and she offered. So that's why that happened.
Tim, you won the head of household position, so it's time to name 2 players for eviction.
Grayson and Baxter. I'm gonna just sit there.
Grayson, you and Baxter, you have been nominated for eviction.
That has not been said since like 1980.
Congratulations, Tim! You won Power of Veto! This is the Power of Veto ceremony. Tim, you won another Power of Veto. What's your decision?
I'm gonna use my veto on nobody.
Whoa! Nice! Alright, the veto has not been used. Baxter and Grayson, you are our final nominee. Hello, Cecile. Who do you vote to evict?
Grayson. I guess you. It's a long story. Grayson.
Okay. By a vote of 2-0, Grayson, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Yeah.
That's it?
Walter wins the final 4 HOH.
Oh, so I can't get an egg. Oh, wait, it's like a safe thing. Okay.
Wait, I want to see if I can actually do this. I did it.
Okay. So we're just gonna go straight to the nomination ceremony since nominations don't matter this round.
Okay.
Because veto's really the only thing that matters. This is the nomination ceremony. Walter, you won the final 4 HOH. Who do you choose to nominate?
Baxter and Tim.
Baxter and Tim, you have been nominated.
Wait,
Baxter.
Take your time.
Wow. Wow.
So, I just won Power Veto, and I'm in the top 3 now, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm like really excited right now. As you can tell by my voice, because it's pretty monotone, but you know.
Baxter, you won the final Power of Veto. What do you want to do with it?
I'm using it on myself.
Okay, Baxter is off of the block. Cecile, you are the last option. Cecile and Tim, you are our final nominees. You will each get a chance to address Baxter before he casts his sole vote to evict. Cecile, you're first.
Okay, I have been like honestly very loyal. The only thing that happened wasn't really my vote fully because I didn't know what was happening. So honestly, like, I mean, I love everything about Sophie, she's my girl. So I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, I love Tim and he's my favorite, but I think I should stay.
because we had a plan of going to the end anyway, so I think that we should keep that vacant thing.
So between me and Cecile, it's sort of like almost you can't really distinguish who's the better of the two or who you should put in that situation, and it's tough, and I'm like at a loss of words because I don't know how to justify either one of us in this position. But I can say what I have done in this game. I managed to be powerful without attracting as much attention as I thought I would as a competitor. And I thought I was loyal to who I said I was loyal to, and that was the thing. I always said I was loyal to Cecile and Walter, and I said I had like friendships with other people and I was on the good sides of other people, but I did what I had to do to get the top 4, and I'm hoping I can get the top 3. And if you look at this as to which one's the bigger threat out of me and Cecile, well, you know, I don't know how you're looking at this. And it's out of my hands at this point. I could stand here and give a beautiful soliloquy and it wouldn't make any difference because I'm sure you've already decided. But I just want you to know that as a competitor, I did what I had to do to get to top 4. I did what I think I should have had to do to get to top 3. And Cecile deserves it just as much. It's so even, and it's up to you. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Well,
face to face.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna evict Tim.
Right, Tim, you have been evicted from the Pink Color House.
8.
No.
9.
No.
10.
Walter wins the final HOH.
Oh my god.
What a guess.
Like it just
like, oh my god.
Why would you ever get 4?
This is the final eviction. Baxter and Cecile, you are our final nominees. You will each plead your final case on why Walter should bring you to the end. Cecile, you're first.
Well, Walter, I have obviously known you for longer. Very long time. I mean, we get along whenever we don't get along. That's just when we don't get along. But most of the time we get along. I mean, I think that we should. We've played since the beginning, and we have a lot to offer. So I'd like to be on with you.
And Baxter.
Okay. Well, mainly it's just I played a pretty good game today for being my first time, and yeah, I've been playing truthfully with everyone, so it's kind of an underdog story. Yeah.
Can I say something? Like okay.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want and then cast your vote to evict.
Okay. To evict, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want like Canadian Big Brother where she said voted her friend.
Wait, what?
Wait, that wasn't my vote. Okay. Baxter, outside I was like, if you played a really good game, I might consider, like, I would possibly lean towards having you just because I really respect you. You came here not thinking that you would do well at all, which a lot of us usually have like a time when we play this game we don't think we do well, and the majority of us like just don't. And you made it like this far, and you played it really, really, really smart. You kind of just like kept on the down low, watched what was going on. You stuck with your alliances, and you didn't just like kind of go crazy on them, which most people who play the first time do. And sorry.
Sounded specific.
And then no, it wasn't. And just you really fought at the end. And Cecile, you stuck with Tim and I, and literally just what I keep remembering is you literally made the biggest sacrifice for me that anyone's ever made in this game, and you had an alliance with them and jeopardized that so you could save Tim and I, and that's like just one of the nicest things like a friend has done for me, really. So, oh, cut that out. I'm sorry.
We're beyond that.
Take a montage.
We need a tally. Drinking game every time it occurs. So I'm gonna have to evict Baxter. I'm sorry. Just don't.
Baxter, you have been evicted. It's a big
Hey, you guys. So just in past games, this is weird. In past games, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. In past games, I've never made it this far before. I was one of you, and I'm so
That makes you feel great.
No way. No, I mean, like, I was in the jury, and then I was a member of the jury. And shit, this is getting off to a great start. But I feel like Cecile and I both played really honest games, and the only time someone was like really stabbing me back, like, sorry, so I'm like calling you out right now, but it was just like miscommunication, misunderstanding, and I mean, just I feel like I was really just like honest. I know I'm abusing that word, but literally the people I had alliances with, when we made alliances from the beginning, I'm like, okay, let's stick with this, no one else, and I kept to them. And if I made alliances with people afterward, great, you know, like the more the better, but the ones who I made with first, I stuck with those and stayed true to that. And if there was anyone who were like out to get any of my alliances, like I would just like tell them, be like, hey you guys, like this is what's up, just let you should know or whatever. And I told them what they needed to, and even just thank y'all for making this a good day. Y'all really made me feel welcome, and y'all made me feel good and happy, and I hope y'all had fun playing with me, and I didn't like hurt any of y'all's feelings, because I don't think I did, and if I did, I'm sorry. So thank you for today. All right.
Cecile, it's your moment to speak.
Oh goodness. Okay. I kind of like Walter. I did not come into this thinking that I was at all, because I never make it as far. Like someone always gets me out. And so I am just very, very blessed to be here. And I feel like, again, like Sophia talked to you, like you know, and like I feel like I played as honest a game as you possibly can here. Like Walter, we played a very, I love you, shut up. Walter, Sarah's the only one that I will say I was awful. No, I went to the diary room, I was like, yo. I did something very, very bad. I felt so bad. And like Walter, like, you know, we both kind of like had aligned to the same people, but I feel like maybe I might have had branched out to more people than maybe Walter did. But besides that, like, we are, you know, this is going to be kind of hard, I think, because we both played, you know, a pretty good game for this, because usually it gets a lot messier than it did. But again, yeah, like Libby said, like, thank y'all so much for just being here and playing with me, and like, I made a ton of new sophomore friends that I didn't know. Bae, I'm gonna cry. You know, like, and so I am just very happy with how this turned out, because I definitely did not expect it to turn out this well. So, thank y'all.
Greg voted for Cecile.
Oh, we're listing names.
Baxter voted for Walter. One vote Cecile, one vote Walter. It takes 5 votes to win. Who's that after Greg? Seth voted for Cecile. Tim voted for Cecile. Paige voted for Walter. Sarah voted for Cecile. How many each?
There's 4 to
4 to 2. Sophie voted for the winner of Big Brother 7, Cecile.
Yeah, at least it wasn't freaking Gryffindor, okay? That's all I'm happy about. Boo Gryffindor, yeah.
It was Ravenclaw.